Welcome to another episode of 420 Grams here on newsclick.in. We are at Adidas, the base in New Delhi, and we've been joined, Arjun Pandit and I have been joined by Lallianzuala Chhangte of the Delhi Dynamos and his agent Raaghav Sood, representing the sports company. Now, if you're watching this show, the chances are that you're a bit of a football fan, so you would have heard that Chhangte is on his way to Norway to play for a trial with Viking FK, Viking Football Club. It's based in a small town called Stavanger in Norway, which you might have heard of from the girl with the dragon tattoo, that series. Otherwise, there's no reason to.
Yeah, so most people would not have heard of it because मैंने भी नहीं देखा है.
So thanks for coming in here, guys. We're excited about the trial that you're going on. How excited are you?
Yeah, I'm really excited because when I heard the news from this guy, I'm very surprised because getting the invitation letter from this club, one of the most successful club in Norway, it was amazing to get this opportunity for me.
Raghav, before I get back to Zuala, could you tell us how much back and forth was involved? How did this deal go about happening? And from how long have you been pushing clubs abroad to get Chhangte on a trial?
Just to give a brief about Zuala, he's been always, willing to play outside India. So, when we signed him, so since then, we started to build him on our networks outside India. So with this club, we did not only approach this club, we approached a couple of other clubs in Sweden, in Poland, and that's how there was a club in Poland also that showed interest, and a club in Sweden also that showed interest. But with the Delhi Dynamos relation with Viking FK, they also were pretty keen on exploring this, and the way Viking FK did all the invitation letter, the professionalism that they showed, that was it, and that's why we are taking this opportunity.
But for people watching this right now, how does it work, man? Where you're, as an agent, you're giving videos of the player, you're telling them this is what he's done on his CV.
Yeah, so with this Viking FK, we were very lucky because the CVO, Mr. Eric, was in Delhi in December and Zuala was playing in the ISL. So, we had, asked him to, have a look, and then after that, we definitely, we got all the videos created at our office, making his Insta profiles, CVs and everything, and that's how we sent everything to all the clubs that we approached.
Did you put the Nepal goal?
Yeah, of course. There are a couple of other goals also.
Perfect.
So you share that video, so that we can show it also.
We can show it as well,
yeah. Talking about it. But so a lot of the chat when India were going to the Asian Cup, we were expecting that if the team does well, they will generate some interest among clubs, at least Asian clubs, for Indian players. Did you think about the idea of playing elsewhere in Asia as well, or were you focused only on a Europe sort of stage?
Yeah, actually since I was a kid, dreaming to play outside India was my dream. Playing outside India, but of course, we watch a lot English Premier League and European football. So playing in Europe will be a dream come true.
Is that what you told him? You said, was that the conversations, Wala? You said that, look, I want to play outside India, whether it's Europe, Asia, or wherever, I don't care.
Yeah, Europe is my first choice, always. Yeah.
And you're talking about teams you were watching growing up. Which was your favorite team growing up?
Favorite team is Chelsea FC.
Bad days for Chelsea FC right now.
Yeah, bad days.
Not a good time to say that. Yeah.
And by the way, the Viking FC knocked out them in 2003, I guess, in Super Cup.
So it makes sense to go there.
Yeah.
Doesn't make sense to go to Chelsea right now. You've gone abroad to the Liverpool Youth Academy. It was only a 1-week training stint. Learnings you've taken from there, because once you go to Norway, you won't have much time to acclimatize. Thand hoegi, time on the ball will be less, decision making will be less. So, are you taking learnings from that time?
Of course. When I recall it back, that time when we went there, the climate was so cold, and we need at least 30 minutes to for warming up. So I know it is not going to be easy task, and of course, and that time when we were in Liverpool, the players were very fast, they're very physical, and we have to think before we get the ball. Before the ball comes to me, I have to know where I should pass, where I should go. So that helps me a lot now. So I think I'm mentally prepared now, and physically, I'm ready.
And was there a lot of hard tackling as well? I mean, that's sort of an initiation when you go to a higher level, a colder climate. Players come into you, get stuck into you, and then it sort of takes you time to get into it.
Yeah, of course. But actually, luckily we haven't got much training time there, so I cannot kick some players as I wanted to.
Have you been watching videos of Viking FK on YouTube? What they've been doing, at least seeing highlights?
Yeah.
What have you made of the team so far?
I don't know about the. I don't know much about the team, the players, but I watch their playing. I watch their goals, like the season goals.
Could you tell us a bit about them? What did you make of whatever you've seen so far?
I haven't got much profile from them.
Team, is it a team that relies on,
Actually, I don't know much about that thing, but I think they play the great football. They want the ball on the ground. They're playing attacking football, I think.
Raaghav, just in terms of, I'm pretty sure this is not going to be your only foray into Europe. What Siddhant said earlier, from an agent's perspective, are you looking outside of Europe as well, say Asia and other continents?
To be honest, we are keen on exploring that, like countries like Thailand, Australia. These could be, good countries wherein, firstly they are not like Thailand. To be honest, they are not far from India, and then the facilities, seeing the Asian Cup, the success that these teams have had, we are looking at, but we still, as he said, that our first priority was Europe, but now that the football is globally expanding to Asia,
even though
looking at
even though we know that it's not going to be easy, so but still, that's our dream.
So, firstly, I think for a player to go outside and play, the most important thing is the mindset, and then second is the guidance. If these young players don't get the right guidance of going out, making the bold move of going out and playing outside and trying, then things will not change. So it's more about the mindset. Quality-wise, there are so many talented players. We have seen the India Under-17 World Cup team. A couple of them were in the main India team also. Some of them have gone out. Ashike, she's gone out and played in Spain. So, I believe it's more about the mindset, and that's where, as agents, we come into place that, they should be getting the right guidance.
Is there a case, are we still in a scenario where agents have to go to teams abroad and say, look, this is our player, rather than teams coming to agents here in India and inquiring, look, who's this guy?
I think with the Indian football in mind, I think it's more of agents going to, the clubs and approaching them, and it's a start of a let's say a beginning where things will change in the times to come. Obviously, with Indian football national team also, it's improving day by day. So definitely the European clubs, the Asian clubs will have a different view about Indian football now, and hopefully tomorrow there will be Indian clubs approaching Indian players as well.
Swala, of course, last time when you went to Liverpool for the 1 week stint, you don't have the experience of the ISL with you. Now you're going with having played the ISL. You're pretty much one of those top 25 players in the country as well. How do you think your game has changed from that Zwala that went to England to the Zwala that's now going abroad?
Yeah, I think at that time I haven't got much experience, because all I have ever played professionally was a SAF Cup that time. So going back here, it will be a I think it will be makes a big difference comparing to that time. So it will help me a lot.
In what way? Would you say your decision making is
of course,
better,
decision making, understanding, understanding of the game. Even when you played a match professionally, like match day in day out, so it helps you a lot by making like mentally strong, physically strong. it will help me a lot.
And I'm sure working under the foreign coaches, Liverpool, Academy, DSK, he was under Dave, and now, two different coaches he's with in Delhi Dynamos and then the Indian national team. So that definitely, helps a lot, in changing the whole, look to the game.
Even
and,
understanding the game.
Also, I've at least noticed when working on the broadcast, you have buffed up a little bit in terms of physicality. Is that a thing you say that I need to add a little more meat here, a little more muscle to go and play abroad?
Yeah, of course, because when I was in Liverpool Academy, like even the 16-year-old player were very strong physically. So in my mind, I've got that in my mind. So I have to build my physical a little bit more. And now I think I'm a little bit more little warrior.
Just for all our viewers, Zuala has 12 packs. And we're going to ask him after this interview to give us 4 packs at least. Because we have 0 packs. Yeah.
You eat shit, by the way.
So, Raghav was talking about the mindset earlier. I wanted to just ask, now that with the ISL coming in, Indian players, at least the guys who are in the ISL, are getting paid reasonably well. The chances are that the kind of money you earn playing in the ISL, you can save more than you will playing at a club abroad, because your cost of living, etc., etc., etc. So, how do you approach this kind of, because you have to make a living also, and you have a short career, let's say 10 years, 15 years, you have to plan for the rest of your life. So how do you balance these two things out, the desire to play in Europe versus the money that, for example, ISL clubs are offering these days?
Yeah, of course, it is a hard decision at the end of the day, because this year, like by the grace of God, we played like quite well. So the not knowing that what we might get there and what offer we get there, so it's a hard decision. But since I was a kid, it was my dream to fulfill this thing. So I am like willing to do this.
Come, I guess,
yeah, the money will come.
At least he has the age right now on his side to
Yeah,
try.
at least, yeah.
You're 21 right now. Till how much are you giving yourself time that I'm going to keep trying my luck abroad? Say another 4 or 5 years, is that what you're giving yourself? Or are you putting a time limit on it?
I think it takes only a few days now. Just kidding. I'm just kidding.
One
so
at a time, goes to this one and bags it, and that's
We hope it happens, man.
hopefully.
We hope it happens, because then you
No, by the way, cut that thing. I don't want people to like.
No worries, no worries.
So any conversation that you had with Gurpreet, because he's also played in the Norwegian league, and you guys were part of the national team setup?
Not much, but I have been talked to him before, and also he said he told me that if you want to go abroad, you should go at this age, not in 24, 25, 26. You should go at this age. He already told me when I was in the South Cup. So since then it was my dream again, and it inspired me a lot, that thing. And by the way, he went and he played well.
Yeah, he played really
and he came back and he's top, and one of the most earning. So
but you suppose that is also a way where you in your next 3-4 years you say, I'm going to trying my luck outside, hopefully I get something, become a more established player, and then come back to India as the real deal, like something what Gurpreet has done.
Finished product.
that can also be happening.
Also, since we're talking about Gurpreet, players who have experience of playing abroad, Sunil Chhetri, what are the sort of conversations you've had with this guy? Because he's taken his game, his aura, his everything to another level. So just tell us one-on-one, what sort of conversations have you had with him?
Yeah, actually he's a great leader, first of all, and he guides us a lot in the training pitch. Even when we make mistake, if he gets disappointed, he never shouts. Yes, next time, like that. He's a kind of player. So even when I was out of the squad, he told me, "You'll make next time, and don't be sad. Just keep working hard. And I know you're not bad players, and it's just not your time. God will make your way." So he told me that, So he's a great player, and of course he's a great leader.
You know, so we were doing a show on the Asia Cup, and we were saying, look, this is Sunil's last tournament. He's 34 because now it cannot be captain, leader, legend at 38 walking on a stick.
Yeah.
So he replies on a message saying, buddy, I'm playing the next Asian Cup. You better watch out.
Hopefully.
Hopefully. Yeah. But any conversations on playing abroad with Sunil, because he's also done that, he's played abroad?
Not much, but I asked JJ about him and
When they went to
him.
Celtic,
Yeah,
Scotland,
both of them, and he told me that it's not going to be easy. You have to think. You have to be mentally very strong, and physically also. But they encouraged me a lot. Even JJ told me that it's the most important thing is following your dreams. So if you are willing to do this, you should go. So he told me that.
Raghav, just one last final thing. If this doesn't happen, once we come to the close of the ISL, are you guys still again looking for clubs abroad?
This, I'm not sure about the years that Zuala would like to, give to his team, but after, the season ends, and if this does not work out, we are going out all guns. Even Asian countries also, for that matter, we'll be looking at.
And could you give us a few names that you've tried at and maybe it's not worked out? But
There aren't any particular names, to be honest, but so how it happens is that it mostly, we come across some partner agencies and they refer to us to some clubs. So it was just initial interest. So for us to name that club right now would be.
What about the opportunity in Poland?
I have Poland. I don't remember the club. Sorry, it's a very tough name. So.
and we have it on camera.
Yeah.
Well, finally, Zuala, just a word. What sort of conversation have you had with family here? Because this is a tough sport, man. You don't get to stay at home, and now you're going to be going abroad. Are you the type of kid who's always on FaceTime or WhatsApp video call?
No, actually no. But my mom never miss a day without talking to me.
Every day?
Yeah, she wants to talk to me every day, but I told her that it's not possible. So she missed me a lot, and this is a hard decision for us, for the family, because we could have earned like more than last year now, but looking to that point, my parents were like very happy and with all my performance, and taking this decision is a big choice, a big thing, but they always support me, always.
How much do you involve your family in your footballing decisions?
For me, they are my first priority.
So if mom would have said no, you're not doing this trial, you're not going?
No, she will not.
I'm just saying hypothetically. As in, if mom says yes, then it's fine. If mom says no, then you don't think about it.
Yeah. Last time when we both decide to go and chase our dreams, when I told my parents also, my mom, she doesn't understand much what will happen, what things are we doing actually, but I explained to her, and she said that it is your dream, so you must fulfill and you must try to.
Which mother is going to get in the way of her son's dreams? I would imagine.
Nice thing to say, but
I hope that she might not like the idea, but I hope she misses you a lot more, and you spend many years far away from home playing football in Europe and wherever it is that the game takes you. Thanks so much, guys, for joining us. We'll wrap up on that note. All the best. And we'll see you on 420 grams, one way or the other, when you're back.
And one way or the other, let's take a promise. If Zuala does make it abroad, maybe even if not this time, whenever he does, he's calling us to that club for an interview. Huh? All expense paid.
By the sports company.
By the sport company. Yeah.
There you go. All plugs done, all sorted. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next week.